Hello everybody. Very appropriate song since I'm going to be talking about Halloween, and considering the original artist of this song just recently passed away This is Thriller. This is off of this album here, Ultimate Halloween Party Music. This is being sung by the Hit Crew. You know, you would know if it was being sung by Michael Jackson. Trust me. I got a story about this song since it ties in with Halloween, and this is kind of telling my age also. What it is I remember the night that Michael Jackson released this song onto video on MTV, and let's just say I had nightmares for about a week after. It scared the crap out of me. I literally saw it the very first time it ever aired, ever. And since I'm talking about, you know, Halloween and Thriller and everything, I did want to share with you why I like Halloween so much, and I want to use some visual aids here. As you can see, I'm holding a cassette tape. You gotta think way back about, at least 15 years ago, 16 years ago or stuff. Cassette tapes like this were, the end thing, and, they didn't have CDs or anything, like this, or like what's playing, that is actually a CD there, like that we're listening to here. This is a CD about, great moments in history or something like that, like the Hindenburg going down and whatever. But, when, songs like this around Halloween time, it reminds me of how when I was a kid, I actually bought 3 or 4 tapes like this. I don't know where they got off to. They're probably in my parents' house somewhere, because obviously I have since gotten married. I have no clue where my tapes got off to, but I have a story related to, sorry, I had to turn it down a little bit to make sure you guys could hear me. I have stories related to Halloween. Well, for example, back then, like I was mentioning, I bought like four or 5 tapes like this, and what I did was I made a Halloween compilation of like sound effects and stuff, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here if I can find the correct CD here. Actually there's 2 here. Like I did kind of like a compilation of like what these 2 are here. This is just, Halloween noises and stuff. This is, like front door greetings, graveyard at night, a visit to the Bat Caves. I'm reading the stuff off the back. If you're wondering where I'm getting all this information, I'm reading it off of the back of this here. But, yeah, as an example, this is, these 2 CDs are something that I've, not that I've ever, well, I actually burned a CD with, different Halloween stuff on it, for me to play at a relative's house when I was over there with them doing trick-or-treating at their house several years ago. But as a matter of fact, and that brings up another thing, I was looking for this CD earlier, I found it. This guy talking here, several years ago when Thriller came out, one of my favorite actors named Vincent Price did this talking part here for that. But that aside, I digress, back to this. We actually played this CD, as a matter of fact, on this stereo here, and I'll show it to you in just a second. But we played this CD, and because what happened is, I was at my aunt's house. Her youngest, she has this aunt and uncle. The uncle's now deceased. He died in January, unfortunately. He was a good guy, and I got along with him. But their youngest boy, named Robbie, dressed up as Michael Myers from Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is one of the songs on here, the suite from there. In fact, it's track number 6 on here. But, we did definitely do this. One of my favorite Halloween CDs, if I can find it for you here, is by the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra, the CSO. Good Lord. I would think of it, I wouldn't be able to find it right away. But what it is I have no clue where it exactly got off to, but it had really good music on it, and it was by the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra with the conductor who died recently. His name was Eric Kunzel. So if you happen to see that CD and you get a hold of me, or you know how to get a hold of me, mail me that CD, I would be thrilled. That and the CD that goes with this one, Forever Night. Forever Night is kind of Halloween related, but this is actually an old TV show from the 1990s that only ran for 3 seasons, and they took it off the air. Why? You have me. But I've never played this for, Halloween. It is semi-Halloween related, but, not that Halloween related. And I do want to show you guys a couple other things here. And this is, well, it'd be better if I showed you this one first and then explain these. Is Dracula. This is an old radio show. It does have Orson Welles on it. These two here are old radio shows also. One of these, actually, no, it's not these guys, it's one of the other ones over here. I happen to have an old Alfred Hitchcock radio show. But this one here is Escape. It's Three Skeleton Key and Linnegan Against the Ants. This is Inner Sanctum, Terror by Night, and The Man Who Couldn't Die. I enjoy listening to these old shows, including this one. I have War of the Worlds. I have a couple of copies of that running around here. One of them used to be in a CD case like this. It grew legs and ran off somewhere. It's either up here somewhere, or I don't know where it got off to, but as soon as I get myself figured out here with these CDs, we'll talk about scaring the puckies out of some kid. But since I'm on the topic of, Halloween and stuff, and the music and everything, I'm going to pause here and talk about my Halloween as a child, okay? Hang on.